In 2013, Rhonda Byrne released the third book in the Secret series. It was called Hero. The first two books had focused inward, on thoughts and on gratitude. Hero turned outward. It asked a different question. If you had a real calling, the kind of work or life that the deepest part of you knew you were meant for, would you actually answer it? The book argues that every person has a hero's journey waiting for them, and that almost everyone refuses the call because the practical fears feel louder than the inner one. To make the case, Byrne tells the stories of 12 people who said yes, including Richard Branson, Liz Murray, Peter Foyo, and Lane Beachley. The book is part biography, part manual, part invitation. The 12 heroes in the book come from completely different worlds. A homeless teenager who made it to Harvard, a surfer who became a world champion, an entrepreneur who built an airline, a football coach who turned around a losing team. Their fields share nothing in common. Their pattern, Byrne argues, is identical. Each one heard a quiet inner pull towards something specific. Each one was met by a wall of practical reasons to ignore that pull. Each one chose to follow it anyway, often with very little outside support. The book's central claim is that this pattern is not unique to famous people. It is the same pattern available to any person who is willing to listen and act. Most people, the book points out, do hear the call. They have an idea of work that would make them feel alive. They know the relationship they want, the place they want to live, the skill they want to develop. What stops them is not lack of vision. It is lack of certainty. The voice that says it would not be practical is louder than the voice that says it is who you are. Hero tries to flip that volume. It argues that the practical voice is borrowed from your environment, while the calling voice is your own. The work of the hero is to stop outsourcing the volume control. Most people only do this after a crisis. The book asks you to do it before one. Byrne lays out 3 qualities that show up in every hero's path. A clear vision of where they are going. The persistence to keep moving when the early evidence says it will not work. The willingness to pay the cost of the yes, in money, in time, in social discomfort, in years of being misunderstood. The book is honest that saying yes is rarely glamorous. The homeless teenager studied while others slept on the street. The surfer fell off the same wave for years before she wrote it. Vision without persistence is a daydream. Persistence without vision is a treadmill. The two together are what the book calls the hero's path, and it is what every one of the 12 profiles confirms. Like the rest of the Secret series, Hero leans on the language of universal law and inevitable success. The honest critique is the same. Survivor bias is real. The book profiles people who made it, not the thousands who took the same risk and did not, and the difference is often luck, timing, or resources the book does not name. Following your calling does not always end in fortune, and pretending it always does is the kind of motivational language that quietly hurts readers who follow the advice and still struggle. Read the book with that frame, and the deeper claim still survives. The cost of refusing the call is also real, and that cost is paid quietly across the rest of your life. So if Hero ends up on your shelf, do not read it for the famous names. Read it for the question it puts in front of you. What is the inner pull you have been ignoring for too long? Not the dramatic answer, the honest one. The piece of work, the relationship, the move, the skill, the conversation you keep avoiding. Write it down. Then take one small step today that proves to yourself you have heard the call. Send the email. Sign up for the class. Make the first phone call. Heroes are not built by the dramatic leap. They are built by the small daily yes to the thing that scared them. The book is not really about the 12 people in it. It is about the one person reading it.